His husband, Pierre-Yves, in the red top, and to the left of him, to the right on your screen, Carlos Rodriguez, Justine's coach. Been her coach since she was 14 years of age. But it really was a fascinating match, that match against Lindsay Davenport. And the one thing you can say about Sharapova is even if she drops a set or is behind, she is such a great competitor. I mean, she fires herself up. I've never seen such intensity out there on a tennis court.
Maria, of course, his career is guided by her father in the white cap. Yuri.
He's having a good old chomp on those fingernails, a bit like his daughter. Apparently she doesn't have any fingernails, they're all chewed off.
Would you please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen? First set, Maria Sharapova to serve.
The women's final in Dubai. Sharapova serving to Enna Narden.
Beautiful serve to set up this point for Sharapova, but it's unusual to see her moving forward in a match so early on. Sending out a signal there to Enna Narden. She's not going to just stay back on that baseline.
Sharapova. Looking to win her 11th career title tonight. Not bad for an 18-year-old. Justine Henin-Ardenne would complete a quarter century of career titles if she were to win.
Well, there really is a lot at stake, isn't there? And Maria Sharapova, as she's said many times over the last couple of weeks, does not like to lose to players twice. And certainly not within a few weeks of each other, and she's got to try and avenge that loss from the Australian Open just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, and in the course of the last 12 months, she's lost to Justine Henin-Ardenne 3 times in a row.
Was so superb in her semi-final match against Kuznetsova. It was really flowing, and it's such a beautiful shot. She can hit it cross-court, pull the opponent out wide, or she can smack it up the line. She's going to need to find it today. defensive play from Justine Henin-Ardenne. There's the use of that lovely slice backhand and a stunning cross-court forehand winner. This is the variety that she possesses in her game.
Always think what you're looking for in any final is a really competitive match. Doesn't matter who wins it, just want it to be a good match. And the early signs in that regard are extremely promising.
In that last rally from Sharapova. Gonna sit there and hit back with interest, as many balls as it takes. Side gets that racket head back early. There she is already in position, plants that front foot, and there's all that weight behind the ball. Holds her balance and weight perfectly as she hits that shot.
Skidded off the line.
On this baseline, if you watch her movement, she is not going too far behind it. She's staying there and taking that ball early, and here she is ready to smack it cross court. Very good hitting.
Serve at the start of the final.
2 games to 1.
Yeah, it's Maria Sharapova who leads by 2 games. Sharapova leads by 2 games to 1.
Take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
This final was sold out some time ago. And, everybody cramming in, absolutely packed here.
Side, David, I know I talked about that during the course of the week, but it's the side that in my mind will break down from Sharapova, that forehand, but you know, she's so competitive, she doesn't believe it herself. She'll be right back there. She wipes the slate clean and gets on with the next point. beautiful shot that is. I asked her last night after her match, you know, what is the secret to that beautiful backhand? She said, I don't know, I just love it. It's still my favourite shot.
Yes, I suppose she's always possessed it since she was a kid. It's always come naturally.
So she doesn't think about it too much. She just hits it. It's such a flowing shot. To see Sharapova coming in as much as this, but that's actually a pretty good volley. Perhaps not enough depth on it, but an interesting volley. She looked pretty versatile on that one, but a lovely angle from Henan.
What's troubling is Henan's ability to play that slice and keep it so low, making the first volley a defensive one.
Times at the Australian Open. Oh, extraordinary to see her. Such a great double-handed backhand, but has no problem coming up with the left-handed forehand.
It's a love game for Justine Henin-Ardenne. So 13 minutes played. Nothing to choose between the two of them. 2-all, no breaks. No sign of a break of serve.
She served so well last night against Lindsay Davenport, did Sharapova. The serve, the first serve particularly seemed to go up a couple of notches when she needed it. And she really is very accurate with it. I love the serve out wide to the forehand. I think she also serves the one up the middle so well. And that was the body serve right there. She mixes it up all the time, making Henan question which way she's going to go with it. Composed on serve, takes loads of time in between points, thinks about it.
First ace of the final.
Well, here's the one up the centre that I talked about. Doesn't get more accurate than that.
Answers the Henin-Ardenne love service game with one of her own and moves ahead again on serve. It's 3-2 in the first set. The view outside, people enjoying the facilities, getting a meal. And I know a lot of people watching on the big screen as well. Meanwhile, Justine Henin-Ardenne to serve at 2-3.
If she misses any shots, she gives herself such a hard time out here. But as I said, she then puts it behind her and gets right back in there and competes for the next one. who she was looking at. Was she annoyed with the line call?
30 left.
It was definitely out. Or was that at Justine?
How dare you hit one of my smashes back?
Well, we saw her miss a couple in the lights the other night, didn't we? And it just sends a little bit of doubt up there when you try and look up into that dark sky. Joyful backhand to watch. Let's just take another look at this. This is such a beautiful shot. Not easy to go inside out on that backhand into that forehand corner, but she makes it look so easy. Being played at quite a pace, this match. It's only 19 minutes gone and we've already played 6 games.
And in those 6 games, just 4 points have gone against the serve. This is a bit like Sampras against Ivanisevic.
Well, it's just such a high quality, isn't it?
Isn't it great? Both of them playing so well. That's what you want.
Sharapova couldn't put the overhead away. Made to play a few more shots than she wants to out here. Just turning the racket head over on this forehand. She's complaining about that because it was so obvious it hit the line, it shot through. There's no way that ball was out. The ball doesn't skid if it doesn't hit the line.
No. Whether she was upset that Justine had stopped, because Justine clearly thought it was going long. Seat. 15:30, first time a serve has been under any sort of threat.
Two are playing at right now, and if you just look at where Justine is behind that baseline, she is a long way back. She has to run so far to get this ball. This is a Roger Federer backhand. Look at this control under immense pressure. That's how much she enjoyed that one.
The first break points of the match.
Justine is behind this baseline. She is being pushed right back. And Sharapova, in contrast to that, is right up on that baseline, taking everything early. Still the break point though. Takes it early, finds an angle. Baseline, getting an icy stare from Maria Sharapova.
She comes through the first test of the match and leads 4-3. Well, it's just stunning tennis, this. Both of them playing at the very peak of form.
Well, you just wonder how they can keep this level up. It is the most extraordinary level. It reminds me a little bit of when Sharapova played Venus Williams at Wimbledon in that semi-final, where both of them were just hitting the cover off the ball from corner to corner, and the shrieking was going up several decibels, but it was the most incredible tennis I'd seen in a long time, if not ever. And this is pretty close.
Yeah. The other memory that it stirs for me is when Justine won her first title here against Monica Seles, coming from match points down in the second set, and they were just thundering into it.
So look at that determined walk out of the chair. I mean, she, as you said, stood through the test there in that previous service game.
Time for a set of new tennis balls, as Henin Arden will serve at 3-4.
Well, once again, Henin is just playing this match so far behind the baseline, David. And Sharapova is well up on it. She just seems to be, not scared to take that ball that little bit earlier.
Sharapova, having saved those break points in the last game, senses her opportunity to make the first breakthrough.
Straightforward point for Justine. Beautiful serve out wide to that forehand, opened up the court, got the short reply, and a lovely backhand to finish it off. Still in trouble though.
And that's a surprising error.
15-14.
Now for Sharapova.
Targeting that forehand a little bit more. She's just come out hitting with such ferocious intensity. We've seen her a little bit more erratic than in this match. Unbelievable consistency and accuracy. Extraordinary shot, not an easy shot to produce an angle like that. And again, we're seeing a slice backhand out of Sharapova. It seems as if she's been working on that shot a little bit on the practice courts. Brought it out a couple of times today. Don't see her use it very often. Off the hook there. She's had to work for every single point out here.
For the third time then, and that time the power of Sharapova was too much. Encouragement though for Henin Arden from her coach and husband. She was moving forward and then she hesitated.
unforced error out of Sharapova. She really has been made to work so hard for every single point out here. Sharapova just catching that ball a little bit late.
For the fourth time then. The longer any game goes, the more significance it takes on. Created by the drop shot.
Well, that has to be the longest rally of the match so far, but what an element of surprise this was. I don't know, I don't actually tread on a racket trying to get to that one. Can't read it. What a clever shot. And was that an apology?
What, that her opponent fell over? No, surely not.
Thank you.
Fourth break point.
She's hitting the cover off the ball, but the grunting isn't there. Well, it wasn't there on that point, it was on the previous one. But you just sense that might happen. I don't know if she can keep this level up. It would be amazing if she could, because she has such a determined look about her today. But extraordinary level of tennis that both of them are playing, and you just sense that that was perhaps going to happen.
Serving for the set then at 5-3. Appreciation from this crowd for what they're witnessing out here today.
15-all.
What a beautiful backhand here. Finally she can get up on that baseline. She gets a shorter ball here from Sharapova, able to step in and take advantage of it. Hasn't been given too many of those. herself, Justine Henin-Ardenne, berating herself for missing that slice. She took a gamble on that and then left that tram line wide open, didn't she, down that forehand side. Sharapova's too good on that backhand up the line.
So having been 2 breaks points down, she's 2 points away from taking the set.
And she's going back that way and then suddenly steps it up on the short ball and goes back behind Sharapova on the backhand. Well, she's living pretty dangerously out here, Henin. Not being given too many opportunities to step in on the short ball.
3rd break point of this game, 5th of the set. Back on serve, it's 5-4.
Sharapova leads 5 minutes to 4.
What a marvellous set. This is proving to be a break of serve each then. 5-4, Sharapova's lead. Well, this crowd thoroughly enjoying it and absolutely capacity, and amongst the very distinguished guests in the Royal Box, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, head of the Sports Council, and of course son of the new ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed. Sheikh Mohammed having succeeded his brother earlier this year.
In that last game, David, the grunting had kind of stopped.
Certainly less of it. All in favour of that. Back on serve then. Justine Henin-Ardenne still has to hold serve to stay in the set.
A few balls up the centre of the court and very, very deep to the baseline, trying to take away the angles for Sharapova. Paid off a couple of times now.
Forward by Henin-Ardenne, and it was decisive.
Once again, David, she's given that opportunity by that mid-court ball from Sharapova. Up until now, Sharapova kept everything so deep. And Henin, as I said, she'd played half this match in this set from behind the baseline by a long distance.
Better depth, wasn't it? Absolutely perfect, right onto the base could you describe that as an unforced error from Anna Narden? Inevitably the odd error creeping in. It is odd because the standard of play from these two in the first 46 minutes has been quite extraordinary. He always gets a giggle and the ball gets stuck. Just for confirmation of this one. I'm not sure about this one. Oh, it might have hit. Yeah, I think that finds the line. If any part of the ball touches any part of the line, it's in, so it can be the inside of the ball touching the very outside inch of the line. She hits with quite a lot of spin on that forehand side, particularly when she goes back cross court and spin. It looks quite often as if she's hitting it out, and then that spin brings it back in. Took Enan by surprise. Seen Sharapova moving in several times during the course of this match. This is a terrific point from her. She knew what depth that forehand had on it, quick to follow it up. So just when it seemed that Anna Narden was going to level the opening set, she's pegged back to deuce. Her weight was going backwards when she hit that ball. In that grunt, I think it's just sending very clear messages down to the opponent down the other end. I'm here competing.
Advantage, Enan.
Great serve from Enan. Well, it couldn't be tighter, could it?
No. 50 minutes gone. Seems to have actually raced by. Seems so much. So that's great tennis.
of this shot because she goes both ways with it. She almost looks like she slightly takes it late, and yet she stays down throughout the stroke and commits to it, plants that front foot and makes it.
4 straight games have gone to deuce. This is the 3rd deuce of this one. Wonderful combination.
Well, the beautiful serve from Hernan. Gets the mid-court ball very aggressive off this one. Footwork's just perfect. Played it with an open stance. She's never one just to let things go, is she? Even though she wins this point, it's almost like her anger about the line call is put into that backhand volley.
Yes, a little stare at umpire Herfel with hands on hips.
Extreme pressure and having just been beaten by a terrific drive volley, comes up with the ace.
And at 171 kilometres an hour too, her first ace. Absolute rubbish. When they're playing as well as they are, the two of them are, the crowd are going to react.
Yeah, but you see, I think that's what she said to him.
Of course, yeah, but he should have said, get lost. Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, no. Well, she really is going to have a go now.
Sympathy. I think this is a bad call. There's no way umpire Herfel can overrule on the far sideline. It's plumb on the line.
Plumb on the line.
But you're absolutely right. Maria asked for quiet during the point. But when you get a point like that, which had everything, people are going to react. We're human beings. We're going to and are in the box.
Yeah, of course we are. Yeah, I don't think she's going to quieten this crowd down.
she's in danger of trailing 5-6.
Just seems to have lost her concentration a little bit, doesn't she? Since she had a word with the umpire about the crowd.
In a row, and Enan Arden has turned this one around.
And Arden leads 6 games to 5.
Everything is happening here. But Enan Arden will now serve for the set.
She's definitely not happy about something. I'm not sure whether it's a particular line judge. Is she talking at her dad? I think she might be...
very distressed at the moment.
Yeah, she was almost tearful out there.
I mean, undoubtedly the call was a bad one. There's no way umpire Hofer can ever rule on the far sideline. To complain that the crowd get excited at a wonderful point is just wholly unrealistic. Dad doesn't look too happy though.
Well, she's done a lot of chatting at that change of ends, and she seems to be focused on something other than the game right now. I don't know whether it's the line judge at the back, the umpire.
6-5 then, Justine Enan Arden. Serving for the set.
Set.
15 love.
The level of intensity that she has played at has been extraordinary, and now it's suddenly just dropped off.
And I'm sure all this will have registered in the brain of Justine Enan Arden, who'll be thinking, she's rattled, I'm getting to her.
Sharapova pinned behind this baseline. Look, she's a long way back there, and Enan can sense it. Beautiful drive volley.
It's an old cliche, but it's true. When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Net questions.
Wide, and it's 3 set points.
49.
different sort of look on her face than she had at the beginning of this match, but still the very strong determination from Maria Sharapova quite evident in that last rally. This is a great adjustment here. Terrific backhand at the feet of Henin. And then a nice change up with the perfect forehand lob. Could take the ball any earlier than they are, and this one you can see here Henin stepping in, Maria half volleying that one on the baseline, and taking it even earlier.
Won the last 4 games. How she would love to extend that run.
Point from Henin, and she gets the ball down at her feet. That's a first-class backhand volley.
I'd say that was a Concord class.
Centre of the court from Henin. Makes her look slightly awkward on that forehand.
I wonder what she talks to herself in Russian, the language of birth, or American English.
Well, she often says, "Come on," doesn't she? In
but
American.
And she's muttering to herself.
Bit of both, I think.
Ooh, that's been called wide.
Advantage, Sharapova.
Remarkably close call again.
Let's take another look at this.
Plum on the line. Plum on the line. You think it was out?
Well, when I watched it bounce for real, it looked out, but the replay looked like it was in.
So I reckon they've had one bad call each. Sharapova ends the sequence of losing games.
First game, second set.
President of Tennis Emirates, Sheikh Masha bin Maktoum Al Maktoum, who really clearly is enjoying this final. I think we all are. Yes, it's a very special match.
Well, I don't think they come much better than this, I can tell you.
At the line judge.
So few unforced errors from Maria Sharapova, and that one was just a little bit loose, wasn't it?
Of intensity from Sharapova on those last couple of points, and that's so unusual. Such a determined competitor, but then she's up against one who's equally determined.
I'd just love to know what went through her head at that point where it just seemed to evaporate.
Coming forward just to have a look, but I certainly thought that was an ace. It's a third ace for Sharapova. first set. Game's going with
Time.
no breaks so far in this second set. A match that's now lasted just over an hour and a quarter. I wonder what those are for. Popping the pills.
She's taking on board a lot of liquid. I know she takes on different drinks onto the court. She told us that in the press conference in Australia. Has 4 different drinks she's meant to drink.
Double fault of the match. It was a rank bad one.
Yeah, I didn't get up after that ball sunk down into it. Well, didn't move her feet on that return of serve.
13-15.
Just mixing it up well all day today. Just throwing in some at the body. Down the centre, a lot out wide to the forehand. Reflex return, this one, almost off the right hip. From both girls, and a long hard look up to her camp there from Justine Henin-Ardenne at the end of that point.
Yes, that was much more reminiscent of the quality of the first set.
The ball in that last rally, trying to hit it harder and harder and harder.
Yes, you wouldn't want to buy a new set of balls that had been in this match. They wouldn't have a cover left. 2-all second set. They changed the balls, of course, after 7 games, and then after every subsequent 9. Look at the determination in Henin-Ardenne's face as well, the mannerisms.
Much quieter determination, isn't it, from her? don't they, by the players. Where she stayed up on that baseline and just half-volleyed them from the back of the court. Not quite getting her feet into the right position now. I think that first set took a lot out of both of these players.
Just wide.
40-30.
Justine just devastated. That so nearly made it. Nearly a magnificent return. Would have given her a break point.
Double fault from Sharapova.
Just seems to have gone into her own little zone out there.
The second set. If Henin Arden can take it, she will definitely be in control of this match. So brightly on Justine Henin-Arden, twice the champion here. She's been flexing that shoulder all week, so if this is the first time you've been with us, don't worry too much. Maria Sharapova now finds herself down a set, down a break of serve.
Hit from Justine Henin-Arden. Of a previous point where Sharapova takes it early, comes in, there's the slice backhand at her feet, didn't quite play that backhand volley as well as she had played the previous one, and then she moved too early and Anne sensed it and got the pass. Definitely seen some different shaped points here from Sharapova in this match. I've seen a couple more slice backhands than I've seen from her in the past, seen her up at the net a few more times.
She's looking a little bit desperate out here now. Trying everything.
Second double fault. Break of serve always has to be consolidated by holding your next service game.
She's coming out on top on quite a lot of these vicious baseline rallies. Didn't get enough height on that one. Mental battle between these two. Off it that time, Sharapova. Go for a big backhand, just took a little bit off it, and it just unsettled her, Enam.
Yes, Justin really snatched at the forehand, seeing the chance to grab a 4-2 lead. Yep, and a real opportunity now for Sharapova to get right back into the match.
Oh, missed opportunity that was. Well, it was that terrific serve out wide that got her the short reply, wasn't it? Take another look at this. Great footwork, dancing around, but that was awfully close.
daughter, Yuri Sharapov. This a must-win game for Sharapova. A set down and 2-4 down.
Responding is Sharapova. Understandably nervous. Second double from Sharapova. This is crisis time. Two break points to be up a set and 5-2. Depth from Sharapova. Caught in and are then off the back foot. Still break point though. This is an amazing point. Both girls at full stretch, using the whole court out here. This is the sliced, sort of slightly floated backhand from Justine Henin-Ardenne. Another chipped volley from Sharapova, but the topspin on the run over the high part of the net. Very similar to Roger Federer. We've seen him do this. That is not an easy shot to play. And she fought with all her heart to shot right there. And a look of absolute desperation from Sharapova. So what has she got left?
Justine Nenadens serving for the Dubai title for a third time.
Just to get on with the next point. I'm not going to let it affect her. Oh, she's looking up at her dad. Return of serve from Sharapova really paid off, because there wasn't a lot that Henin could do with this. Left the court wide open.
This one too good. Would you believe it? Sharapova has 2 break points.
Well, amazing response from Sharapova. She is such a wonderful competitor, and yet another cool drop shot. Even Henin Arden can't get to that one. Putting absolutely everything into every single point.
Still break point. The final chances for Sharapova.
Yeah, great depth once again from Henin, but just turning her body be away from that forehand.
After an hour and 43 minutes of stunning tennis, championship point for Henan Arden.
Point please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Champion for the third time.
Well, an absolutely stunning tennis match. I mean, the standard really couldn't have got any better. And from 5-3 down, Justine Henan Arden pulled out some of her best tennis ever. There are the Belgian fans. And are clearly delighted, Justine Henan Arden. This crowd have been treated to some of the best tennis I have witnessed, certainly this year. Really was incredibly high standard from both girls, but Justine Henan Arden seemed to produce something that little bit extra special towards the end of that first set, and I don't know what happened to Maria Sharapova. Something was going on in her mind, wasn't happy about the crowd that were making so much noise with the excitement of the tennis out there. But let's take a look at the highlights of this match. Some huge winners from Sharapova early on. Saw her sneaking into the net many more times than I've seen her up there before. Played a lot of sliced volleys, saw a lot of drive volleys as well. Saw both girls being stretched from every single angle of this court. There's that beautiful trademark backhand of Henan, moving Sharapova around at the back of the court. Really having to work so hard for every single point. Played a lot of volleys off her feet. There was that beautiful lob from Sharapova. I mean, really, it was a match where we saw absolutely everything out on display today. Huge forehand winner from Justine Henan Arden. We saw a lot of those slice backhands. We saw the drop shots from Sharapova. Great movement here. We saw Sharapova up on that baseline, trying to half volley it, trying to take the ball early. Defensive play from Justine Henan. There was that floated backhand. And here is the best backhand of the match on the run. That's what took that 5-2 lead. And there's the match point. And the delight of Justine Henan Arden. Third title here in Dubai, 25 total in total. So they're just setting up for the presentation, but let's take a look at the match facts. 2 aces from Sharapova, 1 from Justine Henan Arden. There's the first serve percentage, 66% from Sharapova, 57% from Henan. At points won on second serve there, you can see a very high percentage for Henan Arden. I think you'd have to say she probably has the slightly stronger second serve, but the break points won. She created herself 7, only converted on 1 for Sharapova. Well, let's go down to court now and hear from the winner.
Justine, champion here for the third time. Very special.
Yeah, an amazing feeling. It's great to play again this year in Dubai. I have great memories in here, and then to win this third title over here, it means a lot to me, and it's been a wonderful week. Tough with the rain and everything for everyone, but finally I could come through and win this title. I'm very happy.
And does it make it very special when you win a match like this, where the quality was so high?
Yeah, it was very intense, good quality of tennis. I think that the crowd enjoyed the match, so that's very important too.
I think they did. What gives you the drive to come back? You're 3-5 down in that first set. Maria is playing so well, and you suddenly turned it around.
Yeah, I just tried to keep fighting on every point. She was playing very well, and then I just tried to step in the court and try to take the opportunities, be a little bit more aggressive, and that helped me to come back in this first set.
And obviously for you, Dubai is a very special place.
Very special. I have a lot of Belgian fans too in here, so... No, it's always an amazing feeling, great atmosphere. I like the tournament, great organization, so for sure I'll be back next year to defend my title.
Justine Henin-Ardenne, champion for the third time.
Lovely to hear the words of Justine Henin-Ardenne, who said how much she enjoys playing this tournament, and what a high standard that final was. And she'll most definitely be back. Of course, she has won this title twice before, but couldn't defend the title because of injury and illness. And it's a great win for her, because I think a lot of people were very disappointed at the final of the Australian Open, where she pulled out in the second set, having dropped the first to Amélie Mauresmo. She said she'd had a shoulder injury, taken too many anti-inflammatories. It had made her feel a little bit sick to her stomach, and called the doctor out, and then pulled out. So there were a lot of people that were questioning that, or that decision. Let's go across to David for the presentation.
Championships, we've had a most extraordinary week on this Sony Ericsson WTA Tour event. We've had all the rain, we've got over that. It's amazing that we've finished on time. We had an extraordinary quarter-final lineup, 6 Grand Slam champions, 5 players who've been ranked #1 in the world, all 4 previous champions here. It's needed an awful lot of organisation, of course. There's a huge team that puts together this tournament every year and does it so well. But every team has a captain, has a leader, a man who inspires and leads them. That man, so far as Dubai is concerned, is the managing director of the tournament owners and organisers, Colin McLaughlin from Dubai Duty Free, and he'll now address us.
Your Highnesses, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Justine, congratulations, commiserations. We have now passed the first half of this year's Dubai Tennis Championships. And so far, I'm very happy to tell you that the crowds have increased on last year's numbers by 20%, and we have had so far 52,000 people attend the championship. This tournament, ladies and gentlemen, is dedicated to the memory of the late Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Rashid Al Maktoum. I would like to thank our patron, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, I would also like to thank my own boss, His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Said Al Maktoum, President of Civil Aviation and Chairman of Emirates Airlines, for his continuous support each year. I would like to thank the newly appointed Chairman of Dubai Sports Council, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, for coming and attending the event this evening. Thank you, sir. And our regular supporter, the President of the UAE Tennis Association, His Highness Sheikh Hashir Al Maktoum. As David Mercer said, it takes so many people to make a tournament like this work. There are so many groups and teams, my own team at Dubai Duty Free and the Dubai Aviation Club, sponsors old and new. I thank all of you sincerely, everybody that's been involved in helping to make this event successful. Thank you. However, this year, because of the little bit of rain we've had, I would like to single out Clark Francis's team of the court attendants and ball boys and ball girls who continuously dry this court. Dry the court 6 times on Thursday, 4 times on Friday, and Clark tells me use 1,800 towels to do the task. Thank you. During this time, there was tremendous patience shown by all the officials, by all the players, and indeed by all the spectators. Thank you all very much. I'm happy our event is growing, and it's growing in a way we had hoped. It's much more than just sports, it's much more than just tennis. It is indeed a 2-week festival of fun with many off-court activities taking part and many of the top players visiting various areas in Dubai, like the ski slope, the schools, the stables, and helping to foster with this week 1,500 children who took part in clinics. And I would like to thank the players for their efforts and dedication in that. The extensive use of the facilities and the restaurants around the site. The event has huge press coverage. It has been shown all over the world on TV in several million homes, and we've had numerous and numerous and numerous hits on our website during the week. I would like to recognize our special guest tonight from Newbury Racetrack, with whom we are in sponsorship, Sir David, the chairman, and Mark, the managing director of Newbury Racetrack. It's good you're here. And Your Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, as we say goodbye to the Sony Ericsson WTA Tour and we welcome the ATP for the 14th time, I'm thrilled to announce that His Highness Sheikh Ahmed has agreed that the prize money for this event will be raised, and next year the men's tournament will play for $1.5 million. But tonight we're WTA, and in view of the fact that we were one of the first tournaments in the world to equalize money between ladies and men, I'm also happy to say that ladies next year will also play for a prize fund of $1.5 million. Thank you all very much. I look forward to seeing all the spectators back next week to reach our magical figure after 2 weeks of 140,000. Thank you all. God bless.
Thank you, Colin. And now, Your Highnesses, Your Excellencies, would you please join us on the court for the presentation ceremony? Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. One of the lovely traditions about the tournament here is that the doubles players play their very full part on finals night, which means that they take part in the final ceremony. And before that wonderful singles final, we had a very, very exciting doubles final. Many of you were here to see it, certainly at the end of it. And let's first of all on our doubles players, starting with the runners-up from Russia, Nadia Petrova, Svetlana Kuznetsova. Svetlana, your 4th straight year in the doubles final.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here and play here all the time, you know. Hopefully I get more trophies, you know, and I win it, and, well, looking forward to play more times here.
And Nadia, Svetlana had a bit of a sore shoulder. She played a lot of tennis yesterday, so you were trying very hard to carry her through.
We actually both were quite tired after this morning match, I can say that way, but I mean, I think the tournament has been very great, and it's a little bit a shame of 2 raining days, which really made it difficult for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I should explain, they went on to court last night to play their quarter-final at midnight, and then they had to play the semi-final at 1. Our runners-up this year, Svetlana Kuznetsova, Nadia Petrova. Those of you who saw the end of the doubles final would have seen 2 very excited women. It was a marvellous performance. Our champions this year, Kveta Peschke from the Czech Republic, Francesca Schiavoni from Italy. Kveta, you won in Paris just a couple of weeks ago, so this is turning out to be quite a start to the year.
Yeah, it's a very good start, and this year I'm really excited. It's for sure very nice to play here with Francesca and to make the title for me the first time in Dubai and first title, so I hope it's gonna continue.
And Francesca, you having a great year in singles, already a finalist in Sydney, on the verge of the top 10. It's another good step.
Sí. To win the double is always important. You have to stay concentrated, you have to stay focused. So I want to say congratulations to my partner because I enjoy a lot and it was been a great week.
Well done, you two. Our champions, ladies and gentlemen, Kveta Peschke, Francesca Schiavoni. And so we move on to the singles. The first set in particular, I thought tonight, was some of the best tennis I've ever seen. It was just magnificent. And it takes 2 to make a great final. Sadly, someone has to end up the loser tonight. But Maria, I suspect you've had a wonderful week here in Dubai.
Thank you, guys. It's been an amazing week. You know, first time in Dubai, didn't know what to expect, but oh boy, do I have a lot of fans here, a lot of Russian supporters. Thank you so much. You know, it's been a really tough week for all the players. We've seen some great tennis, a great field, and you know, and congratulations to Justine. She played an amazing match today, and she's a big fighter, and I'm looking forward to, you know, to getting my revenge soon. I can't lose so many times in a row now. But I'm looking forward to another good match against her, and I really hope to be back next year and, you know, and hopefully win it. So thank you for your support and over there. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria Sharapova. only one woman has won this title twice, and now she's won it for a third time. Justine Henin-Ardenne. Justine, we've already talked about the match, but I'm sure there are many things you'd like to say about Dubai, about this tournament, about the supporters.
Yeah, it's been a great week. I was very disappointed I couldn't come last year because of an injury. I would like to say that the organization has been perfect. Congratulations for the efforts, because it's been tough with the rain. I would like to say thank you to all the sponsors, because without them there is no tournament, so especially to Dubai Duty Free. Thank you, Colin, for all the efforts you make for women's tennis and for tennis generally. It's very precious for us. To congratulate Maria. It's been a great week for her, and I think it was good quality tonight, so thank you. And for sure, without you guys, there's no tournament in either, so thank you so much, especially my Belgian friends over there. And everywhere over there. But thank you to my coach and my husband and Olivier, my hitting partner. Thanks to all of you, and see you next year. Thank you.
And Justine, with the boost in the prize money, certainly going to be back next year.
For sure I'll be back, but no, it's a place I like a lot. It's only good memories for me in Dubai, 3 titles, so I hope I can defend it next year for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, our champion, Justine Henin-Ardenne.